This ABC 15 flash briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi, I'm Nick Saletti here with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Returning safely to school, districts are preparing for the next steps as the debate rages on about whether it's safe for students to be back in the classroom. Tonight, the Chandler Unified Governing Board is going to meet, and in Cave Creek, the district's governing board voting to return to class on Tuesday, despite only meeting 2 of the state's 3 recommended benchmarks. But the superintendent disagreed with the decision.
I was the one that was a proponent of waiting for the metrics to be green, green, green. We didn't get there. I think the board was hopeful that we were close enough that perhaps it was time to go back.
Well, district is offering both in-person and online learning for students, and an informal survey of district teachers found 38% said they would not return if campuses reopen next Tuesday. In Scottsdale, the governing board meeting there as well as parents rallied outside of the meeting for in-person choice. The board discussing moving towards a hybrid learning model and are surveying the parents to find out what they want. Once those surveys are finished, the district could then make a decision. If your driver's license expires sometime this year, you just got another extension. Governor Doug Ducey extending an executive order that eliminates renewals during the pandemic. Licenses with expiration dates between March 1st and December 31st of this year will have another full year to get that done. The governor calling this a common sense measure to reduce the number of in-person MVD visits. Cracking down on COVID-19 rules, the state offering to pay Maricopa and Pima counties $50,000 to fine businesses not following COVID-19 guidelines. But is it enough? Pima County officials say it should be at least $600,000 to cover the costs and resources. The state sent contracts to both counties. We'll keep you updated with what happens next. The Navajo Nation announcing more weekend curfews in an effort to prepare for this upcoming winter season. The 32-hour curfews begin Saturday night, last until Monday morning, and will continue through this month. All businesses will be closed during curfew hours. Nation leaders want residents to gather up firewood, food, and water ahead of the winter. As we get ready for another round of hot temperatures, your electric bill is likely much higher than you're used to paying, and it could get worse. Last night, APS holding the first of several meetings to hear from the community about rate hikes. The utility company seeking $184 million from customers. APS says the request to raise rates was made last fall before the pandemic hit. The next meeting for APS is Friday the 25th, but you have through November to comment. Today, we could find out the status of a potential new mural in Phoenix for the Black Lives Matter movement. The Transportation Committee will discuss the plans for this. It would look similar to the display in Washington, D.C. and also include portraits of Representative John Lewis, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Cesar Chavez. The city of Tucson has a few of these murals already. You'll find a new one painted on the side of the Hotel Congress. The city of Tempe announcing the next steps in reopening. On Friday, neighborhood playgrounds, 3 splash pads, and the Kiwanis Tennis Center will reopen. There are also some guidelines to keep everybody safe, including social distancing and wearing masks. And there will be weekly cleanings. Kiwanis Park's Fiesta Playground and the Cloud at Kiwanis Park will stay closed.
Tracking your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. Hopefully you're prepared for what's going to be another excessively hot next several days, although today won't be too bad. So it will be drying out too. Not much in the way of rainfall opportunities for the next several days as high pressure begins to build in from the west, meaning the potential for excessive heat. In fact, we have excessive heat watches that will take effect as early as Friday throughout the state. And here's the reason why. This ridge of high pressure over the west coast will build into the southwest beginning Friday and lasting through at least Labor Day, which will allow for those temperatures to climb well above average once again and also limit our rainfall opportunities. There could be a few isolated storms, mainly in southern Arizona today, but that's about it as far as rain chances for today. Highs will range anywhere from 82 in Flagstaff to 86 up the road at the Grand Canyon, 98 in Kingman, and across central and western Arizona, we're back to well above 100 degrees. 104 in Gila Bend, 106 in Lake Havasu City, and 108 in Bullhead City. Across the valley, though, temperatures will be seasonal today. The average high is around 103 and will be close to that in many locations, including Mesa, Tempe, Chandler, and Gilbert, all at 103. A few spots even cooler than that in the far east valley. They're at Santan Valley and Apache Junction at 100 and 101, respectively. The air quality for the next several days looking okay. It's going to be in the moderate category today, tomorrow, Friday, and also for the early part of the holiday weekend. But as I mentioned, the excessive heat will return as early as Friday for all of the areas highlighted in red. This does include the valley, southern and western Arizona too, as highs will be flirting with record categories as early as Friday. In fact, I'm calling for a high of 112. That will tie the record. We do dip those temperatures just a tad for the weekend, but it's going to be anywhere from 110 to 111. We've already had 50 days with highs that are above 110 in 2020 here in Phoenix, and it does appear that we're going to add more to that throughout the holiday weekend. So it's just going to be hot, hot, hot Saturday, Sunday, and a Labor Day. So get ready for it. Today, though, not too bad with a high of 103 with your 7-day forecast showing temperatures reaching 107 on Thursday, 112 on Friday. That'll be the hottest day out of the next 7. And we say in those excessive heat watches through at least Monday. And then we're down to 106 by Tuesday with occasional breezes. Those lows, though, will stay in the mid to upper 80s.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, just go to ABC15.com or download our free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.